Hello there everyone, AnthWolf here, starting a new Let's Play. As you can no doubt tell from the title of the video, or from the title of the stream if you're watching it here on Twitch. This of course is a replay of a game I recently played, maybe less than 8 months ago now, of Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. Developed and published of course by Square Enix, and released in 2013. Yes, I'm at the point when I'm motivated to start this game once again, and I will be going into the whys, just very briefly, and then we'll be setting the scene and creating our character. I got myself here on the character selection screen just to avoid the movie cinematics from starting, and obviously we have our original character Leonhardt here, who we got all the way up to level 70 as a warrior, and through to the Stormblood expansion. But yeah, as I say, maybe 5-6 months ago, I did finish the main Stormblood expansion up to 4.0 as Leonhardt, all the way from level 1 all the way to level 70, and we leveled through a variety of the playable classes, and then I started playing other games, decided to stream some more, get some more viewer interaction, and just recently, over the past week or so, one of the sub-patches, which has introduced more story content 4.5, was released, and they announced the next major expansion, Shadowbringers, coming out later summer this year. And with the time I had away, I felt a bit of a disconnect with Leonhardt, my main character here, so I thought about ways of introducing a new character into the realm of Eorzea. And I thought I might as well start again and start in a new city-state. Obviously there's 3 that you can choose from at the beginning of the game, and we'll see how the storyline changes, and also explore some of the other playable classes which I never touched originally. So I thought I'd focus on the disciplines of magic, since Leonhardt of course never really touched any of those. He was mostly focused on the disciplines of war, mostly the tanking classes and the dragoon class, once we got into the Heavensward expansion. But that's my decision. Obviously some people may not agree, some people may disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. But hopefully those who wish to see the storyline from level 1 once again, or haven't seen my original playthrough, will enjoy this series, and we'll see how it goes. As I say, I imagine once we get to a certain point the storyline will streamline and it'll be fairly familiar, but we're not going to be starting in the city-state of Uldar, which is the city-state I am most familiar with, and so I believe the storyline is different early on, but we'll just have to see. Either way, this of course is an MMORG, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, and it is set in the fictional world of Hydaelyn, which consists of 3 major continents. We'll be mostly focused on the region of Eorzea, which I've mentioned a couple of times, and Eorzea is made up of 4 ruling city-states, which have basically been recovering over the past 5 years from an invasion from the Garlean Empire. And there is an opening cinematic which I will go through to explain that a bit more. When I go into character creation, we will be playing as a female Elezen of the Wildwood clan. I already have kind of chosen how my character will look, and saved that character. We will show her off before long. I had to look up Elezens, especially for a lore-friendly name. Elezens seemingly are one of the original inhabitants, one of the original races of Eorzea, and were initially hostile to other races actually appearing. In addition, Wildwood elves are well known for their keen eyesight, whereas their Duskrite fellow brethren, the other clan, are known for their superior healing, and they really don't get along, from what I understand, going as far as they never share the same surname. As I say, we are going to be playing as an adventurer, and we're going to be starting in the city-state of Gridania. And our purpose for going there, to be a bit explain it, a bit of roleplay, is we're looking to understand and enhance our knowledge of the Conjurer arts, and then hopefully seek out other arts or other magically inclined arts, maybe from other cities that we visit. Now, as I say, this game, or the protagonist, isn't really voice acted, so there's a little bit of voice acting from some of the other characters you meet, but I will be hoping to interact with various viewers. Hello, Serenity. Welcome to the stream. I'll be hopefully interacting with various viewers who pop into Twitch. I may not do so during major cutscenes, since I'll be in the moment. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on the disciplines of magic, Conjurer being the first one, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, before we go into character creation though, you'll have to forgive me once again, I'm going to go into the opening cinematic. Obviously some of it I have went through already, but for anyone who wants to get more of a feeling on the game, I might as well show it off. So I will be quiet and I'll let this run through, and I'll see you in just a moment.
Hydaelyn. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the 3 great continents, there lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the 6th and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten. May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Yeah. May they ever walk in the light of the crystal indeed. Let us begin. We are creating a new character. We will be loading appearance data. As I say, I did pre-create. I have quite a few saved character slots here. But we're going to be going with this particular female Elezen. Here we are. I say we can play with her cosmetics later in the future, of course, if we so desire. Hairstyles can be changed from a particular quest line later on, and there are potions of Fantasia, I believe, if you want to change even more aspects of your character. We may wish to do that in the future, but for now, that's absolutely fine. I think the voice, yeah, type 5 is absolutely fine by me. We won't be saving character data. We get to choose our character's date of birth. I always start with the 9th of the first astral moon. I think that is, yeah, pretty much my, I should probably be saying what it is, my date of birth. And we get to choose our character's patron deity. The people of Eorzea believe in the 12, which is of course the 12 patron deities here, each covering a different aspect of religion, and I have chosen to go with the deity Nofika, the tender of soils and harvests, and goddess of abundance. She is the guardian deity of Gridania. She commands the element of earth and is associated with the 11th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Nofika is the daughter of Azima and the younger sister of Lemelian. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. She is often depicted as a jubilant farmer holding a scythe of steel, and her symbol is the spring leaf. As I say, our starting class is going to be one of the disciplines of magic. We will be a conjurer. Conjury calls upon the elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them into a potency at which spells can be woven. Through practice meditation on the essences of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb aether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from unworked wood is then utilized to focus the aether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at Stillgate Fane in Gridania, where the voices of Eorzea's elementals are said to be most powerful. As I say, Thaumaturgy is interesting. I do like its advanced job class, but you start in Uldar, which I have no interest in starting in once again. I might end up visiting Uldar quite often because I'm highly familiar with the city-state. And between Conjurer and Arcanist, I recently put it to kind of a vote. I was asking for suggestions, and people asked me to play as a Conjurer, so here we are. We're going to be starting in Gridania, in the eastern reaches of the Alinard landmass. Home to vast dense woodlands and coursing rivers lies the forest nation of Gridania. The city-state is a mosaic of labyrinthian waterways and great wooden structures, so gracefully constructed they seem to be part of the surrounding environment. The favoured goddess of the citizenry is Nofika, the matron, but great faith is also placed in the wisdom of the seed seers, young oracles who guide the nation based on the wills of the forest elementals. And we'll be starting on the Omega world in the Chaos Data Center, which is over in the EU. That's absolutely fine, and I did have to go through and look at lore-friendly names. A lot of Elezen names are kind of taken from French. They have that kind of lilt and like how they're written, and I decided to go with Evane, and I ended up going for... Let me get this in. Is it Jouberault? I think Joubert was French or had a derivative from bright, and so I thought that would be kind of fitting for our character. It was difficult to look for Elezen surnames, especially since Wildwood Elezen and Dustright Elezens don't share the same surname. So, if we find a Dustright with this surname, I'm going to be upset. Shall we say. But, I know that name isn't taken because I tested it earlier. And here we go again, starting a new game. Holy hell. Oh, and the world is currently full. It is early evening, I can quite understand that. Should only take us about 30 seconds to a minute to jump into the world. No doubt people are still doing the new content from patch 4.5. We will eventually get there and explore what the storyline has to offer. But let us begin.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Hello, Eorzea. Indeed. I was gonna say, I didn't realize normal people couldn't see Moogles. Oh dear. Yes, I have played before Eorzea. I just recently played it back 8-9 months ago to the end of the Stormblood campaign, or 4.0 at the very least. But I felt like starting again, so here we are. So wait, he couldn't see the Moogle, but could he not see his bottle like floating in midair? Hmm. Braemont. What first attracted us to becoming an adventurer? None of those things, actually. The Exile. I'd probably like to say that my character is actually from here, but
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Okay. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select how you want to control your character. We'll be using the mouse and keyboard, of course. When we are ready to proceed, we can speak to this wood wailer who has approached us. Now, before we approach him, forgive me, because I am going to need to adjust a few things with our HUD here. And then we'll go into the very boring introduction to the UI screen and the things we're going to be very often making use of. So, forgive me a moment here. Try to do this as quickly as possible, but I'm a bit I can be a bit anal retentive sometimes in getting it set up properly. See, I'll probably do it a bit more in my own free time, of course. Let's see. We get this set up now that we never need to touch it again. I'll do nicely. And you. Your first character was a Lalafell Conjurer. I'll be honest. My first, the first time I got to level 70 was with a white mage, but my first character was a pugilist who became a ninja. Later on, well, became a rogue who became a ninja. But then when Stormblood came out, I think it was, I bought the level 50 boost and became a white mage. I'll be open and honest while I'm doing this. And so I've never really understood the white mage and conjurer storyline. I don't really need these alliance lists for the moment, and I'm going to need them for a while. So I'm looking forward to playing a Conjurer from level 1 and seeing what it's all about. As I say, I've also never been to Gridania before, so for the start of a game. Okay, I think that'll do me nicely. Let's make sure all these hotbars are turned on. Could raise this up a little bit more, I think. That's pretty much in line. Need to turn that on, and I need to... So let's pop our miscellaneous skills over here, and I need to play with the key binding. So we start with one basic skill, the stone attack. Deals earth damage with a potency of 140 damage. Not amazing. As a conjurer, we are primarily a healer, so we're not going to be great at DPS, but we're going to be adequate. We have a return spell. We can bind ourselves to Aetherite, which I'll show you in the near future. And we can return there using this spell. It has a recast time of 15 minutes. And we have a teleport spell, which costs gil to use, taking us to different Aetherites we have bound ourselves to. Key bindings, that's what I need. Right. This is the last thing we really need to do, and then we can actually get on. I don't think we need to adjust the controls at all. I might need to double check that later. Movement. Oops. Is that fine? It is. Good. So, strafe. Okay, I need to adjust these ones. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, happy days. I don't need to see my own character's name. Might as well disable that as well. UI settings. There we are. Good. Okay, so welcome to the world of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Sorry about that. Obviously, I've moved some bars right to the bottom here. Obviously, green bar is our HP. When it goes down, we fall unconscious. If we're the only one really in the party, we're dead. If we're with other people, they may resurrect us in combat. Maybe. Obviously, we have a mana bar, MP. We will use various skills, like as a discipline of magic, as a conjurer. we are going to be casting more skills that cost MP rather than technique points, which is what TP stands for. Mostly technique points are used by the disciplines of war, the melee users in the game. Obviously we have our chat settings here. What is party chat again? I can't remember. Oh, it might be group. I can't recall. But now it's not really so important for the moment. We can close that down. I've opened up more hotbars for the future when we get more skills. We have a sprint icon, or sprint skill, that can be used once per minute. Increases our movement speed quite a bit for 10 seconds. 20 seconds when not in combat. So we have our inventory here, made up of 4 various opening tabs. We have a tab for shards of elemental, like shards of elementals, or elemental items, shards, crystals, and clusters. And then we have a bag for key items. So we have a mini-map here, giving us a heads up of what quests may be nearby. Also, it pops up with various locations for where enemies may be. But we have a major map here which we can open up. We can look at the entirety of the region we're in. And then if we want, we can look at the entirety of the region of the Black Shroud, which is where we are right now. But we'll be exploring this region as we go through the game. We have our character sheet here, so giving us some more information about what we currently have equipped and what our current stats are, as well as our overall item level. Item level's not really so important until later on in the game. We'll talk about that more in the future. For the moment, consider really vitality for our health to be important, intelligence and mind. Obviously, intelligence is more important when you're DPS for your magic attack potency, but healing magic potency as a healer, as a conjurer, is kind of important, and hopefully we'll be boosting that up quite a bit. In addition, piety is going to be important as a conjurer, as it affects your maximum MP, your maximum mana. Obviously we have various item slots here. We can wear, said, 1 earring, 1 necklace. We can wear 1 wristband, 2 rings. Obviously we have no helmet, no offhand at the moment. So our chest piece, our hands, our belt, our waist, our leggings, and our feet. Our armor spaces here. And we could talk about the soul crystal later on. Don't think there's anything else we really need to go into. Obviously this is the various classes that are available. These are all the offensive classes. So you have a lot of the, obviously, tanking classes, healing classes, the melee DPS, the range DPS, well, physical range DPS, and the magical. We'll be focusing mostly on healing and maybe the magical DPS, and depending on how I feel, we might go into some of the other classes later on as well. And then we have the gathering and crafting classes that are available as well. I'm not sure if I'll go into it in this series. I do have a level 70 miner on this account, on this server. So maybe I'll just stick with mining with her. We'll see. Either way, I don't think there's anything else I really need to go into. We have our actions and traits window here. As you can see, when we're leveling up, we will learn various new skills. And we'll also gain new traits as well. Some of which will improve various skills we already possess. But we'll talk more about that later. Let's actually get into playing the game. Oh, he's forcing us to approach him. It's like, you've been standing around for too long. Right. See, we can see some of the pop-ups here. NPCs like this, having the symbol over the head, are offering quests. Right-click on them to bring up the quest window. So this is a level 1 quest coming to Gridania. We'll gain 50 experience, obviously we have our experience bar here, and 103 gil. To be recognised as an adventurer of the City-State of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Okay, head to the Carleen Canopy. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your quest. So yeah, below our minimap here, we can see our current objectives. It's very brief. Obviously the minimap is also telling us the direction we should travel, but we can bring up our journal here. And this will give you a bit more information on what we should be doing, maybe hints and tips. We can also deselect it from the duty list as well. We can have a maximum of 30 quests in our journal at once, something to maybe bear in mind. Seems very quiet here right now. There's normally a lot of people running back and forth from the Adventurers Guild, but because we're a new player, we're kind of in our own unique instance. Ooh. Let's disable that. So we have a lot of fellow adventurers here, or just people wanting to be merry. The 7th Umbral era is corrupting the local wildlife. I just had a thought. We'll talk more about that thought later, no doubt. Much later. Either way, because we only have one task for this mission, we can actually complete it from this check mark from this individual. Eorzea was saved from a certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Seems the wood whalers don't particularly like us, for one reason or another. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12's wood of late. Yeah, they're making us feel very welcome. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. We have taken our first steps as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Miyun, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. 2 seconds, this is going to bug me slightly. A bit better. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others with their unique icon. Now, there's a lot of people running around. Still a bit quiet. Unusual. Maybe we need to pick up this quest first. Close to home. Another level 1 quest. Miyun, proprietress of the Colleen Canopy, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. You need to visit the Aephorite. It allows us to instantaneously transport. We should visit the Conjurer's Guild anyway. And visit the marketplace of Old Gridania. prove our worth, build our reputation, and in time folk will be more inclined to entrust you with more important matters. Is it suddenly going to be busy? Yes, it is. We can access the main menu. That's fine. What else is there? Navigation. Oh yes, because we're in the Carline Canopy, this is considered a rest area. We can gather a rested bonus, even if we're logged out. Up to the maximum of our bar, I believe. Maybe a bit beyond. And we can pull out our major map if we want to try to navigate a bit easier. So it looks like there is a few people, there's a few quests available to us. Obviously we have the Aether right here, nearby. And then we can travel north to Old Gridania. We have the merchant we need to bribe with a pie. And of course we have the Conjurer's Guild. Okay, let's be on our way. One thing I should probably do again. We have attuned to this Aetherite. We are now able to make use of the return spell. So we've talked about it briefly. Every 15 minutes we can use it to return to our bound home point, which is set as New Gridania right now, and that's absolutely fine by me. There are smaller Aetherite around Gridania here, which will allow us to move around the city-state a bit faster than having to run everywhere. But before we head into Old Gridania, we might as well introduce ourselves to some of the other locals. A good adventurer is hard to find. We'll gain 50 experience, 10 wind shards, and 2 potions, which restore a certain amount of HP. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. She wants us to head over to the God's Quiver, or the Quiver's Hold. I'm not looking to become an archer, but they still may give us a quest. If not, it is sending us to an area where we can unlock another aetheryte. So we've now access to the Aethernet. Attuning with this shard has granted you access to the city-state's Aethernet. It can be used for quick intra-city travel. So, with those potions, we'll just pop them... We'll pop them here for now, just in case we need to use them. Population control. We'll get quite a bit of experience for this point in the game. And we can choose between a leather eye patch, which is used by a discipline of war at level 5, or a hempen hat, which can be used for all classes. Both of them offer differing amounts of defense and magic defense, and they give different bonuses in the stats they improve. Obviously, we want intelligence and mind over strength and dexterity. We'll also get these elegant tin pieces. They're basically used as vendor food to give you so much gil when you sell them. I forgot for a while there was a reason for me stacking them up. I can't remember why that was though, but they're basically vendor trash. Chancellor Loop of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest fungars. Okay. Head into the Central Shroud, deal with 6 forest fungars. Okay, no problem. We'll be heading there before long. We have another quest, Course Correspondence. This Mikote of the Archers Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the marketplace. Okay. So next time we're in the marketplace, we have a letter. Obviously, we have that handmade eel pie as well to bribe one of the merchants there. Do we want to head into Old Gridania just yet? There's a couple of quests. We might as well pick them all up before we head into the new region. See, quite a few other players around here. We have the, I think is this the lever working? No, Carpenter's Guild. No, leatherworking's in Old Gridania. That's right. Preserving the past. Adele is looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Gain some more wind shards, and some grade 1 dark matter, which I don't think is used really anymore. A substance of unknown origin that has the faculty to assimilate with other forms of matter, effectively restoring them to their original condition. Okay, someone went without taking their tools with them. Nice job. I guess we need to pick the tools up from you. Would that be correct? Yep, still fresh and unused as the day he got them. I doubt he's even realised he left the bloody things behind. Okay, we need to take them to someone in Old Gridania, but we'll see how we can help you first of all. For friendship, Nicola needs the assistance of a kind adventurer. I won't do anything for a reward, but I'll hear you out at the very least. Oh, you want me to make someone laugh. Okay, so this is introducing us to using emotes. I should probably poll. Yeah, there are a variety of ways to express yourself in this game. And somewhere... this is what I need. I'll just pop that down there. This is a quick way to open and close the emote tab. So, let's go introduce ourselves politely. We need to bow. That didn't seem to make her laugh. Try sharing the joy in your heart. You don't know me very well. Maybe my character's got more joy than I do. See, this is why we don't share joy with everyone. We get called odd. What does joy look like, actually? Oh, I've actually got, yeah. I'm actually displaying that in the chat right now, but you can disable that. It has its moments why you should do that. You think she's starting to like me? She called me odd. Yeah, she would start laughing if she saw me dance. Okay. She lost her father during the Calamity. An event that seemingly everyone sort of remembers, but it's rather hazy. Huh. Like little education tools here. You know what? I've never actually paid attention. Huh, curious. Okay, up to Old Gridania we go. Doesn't really matter which way we go. We'll introduce ourselves to the Adventurers Guild last. No, sorry, not the Conjurers Guild last. Plenty more quests for us to pick up if we so desire. May as well. Incense and sensibility. The conjurer, Meliane, seeks an assistant for her frantically busy student. Okay, we're going to be heading to the Conjurers Guild before long anyway. Hello there, random user. I did, yes. I'm going to be playing as a conjurer at first, but I'm going to be focusing on the disciplines of magic. So we'll probably be going Thaumaturgy and Arcanist at some point, because I wouldn't mind trying the Black Mage and Summoner out. But I got suggested to start here in Gridania, so here we are. Covered in roses. A botanist here is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. So it's teaching us how to interact with some objects. Ah, see, this lady is nice and polite. If you start in Uldar, you get a very similar quest, but you get accused of bumping into a woman, and she basically demands you pick up all the coins that are laying on the floor. And then she doesn't even thank you for returning them. I think she even says something along the lines of, they'd better all be there. I think that may be the Botany Guild Master there. And it is a quest down this way. Ethelred. Once bitten, twice shy. A level 3 quest. This botanist needs an adventurer to make a delivery on his behalf. Okay, we need to go down to Nofika's altar to deliver a rose. Okay, not a problem. We can do that. So we'll head over to the amphitheater. Once we've handed these roses over. These rose hips, I should say. A couple of quests at the amphitheater. And then we'll be heading over to the commercial district. Arcanist is a good class if you go Scholar. Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, because you've got the Scholar and the Summoner, don't you? Yeah, that's right. So we'll just hand over the rose hips. Hey! We reached level 2, we've learned a new spell, Cure. Stick that over there for now. Actually, have I... No, I haven't. Ah, damn it. See, had I missed any Aethernet shards? Yes, I had. We'll go touch this one and then... Actually, we might as well speak to the NPCs here first in case they want me to head over to the botany area once again. We'll hand over the carpenter's tools first. So this amphitheater's been here since the Calamity. We have a stain. Sylphic Gratitude. The caretaker of the amphitheater needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. The Sliffs often visit in the dead of night. Hey, they leave vegetable offerings. I am Millicent, hear me roar. Dulmicent has need of an adventurer to deliver a message. So where are we going? Oh, just to the east. Towards the Leatherworkers Guild. Okay. First things first, let's go over to the Botany Guild once again. Since I forgot to actually interact with the Aethernet shard over there. And there's a quest up near the Lancers Guild we can pick up as well. Oh well, we can take our time just exploring Old Gridania here before heading down to the Conjurer's Guild. Do a nice circular route now we've seen it all. There's plenty of people we could speak to as well, learn a bit more about the game. I do have 14 bits of mail sent to me from, obviously, Square Enix over time. I'll probably look at them between streams or between videos. Ah, Millicent. There's a guy over there who wants to be relieved from his duty. So I don't think he's getting relieved. Seemingly the Wood Whalers are heavily understaffed. Okay. Here we are on the marketplace here. We don't really have a great deal of gil to be spending on upgrading our gear for the moment. Plus we're only level 2. Speaking of gear, this is our armory chest. I'm sure, yeah, we have the Ring of Freedom, which gives us +1 determination. Might as well put that on as well. And that's it. I have, oh yes, a sealed message from the Mikote at the Archery Guild. Hand the pie over. Okay, weapons and armor to the south, items and such, like potions, to the north. Let's see, what would be our next weapon? Level 5, the Bone Brand. It's also, oh, that's a one-handed Thaumaturge's arm. That's not what we need. Where is, the Maple Wand. Yeah, I forgot they were divided by class. We'll probably get that from the Conjurer's Guild. Apostle Montremonix. The Master of the Markets is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. Search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and to deliver them to someone at the Lancers Guild. Thankfully, we don't have to pay for these items. Right, so... So there's the beeswax oil. The bone spearhead. And the rope is in the northern section of the markets. There's also an auction house. The market board here. This is where we can buy a variety of items that are put on by the other players. Or the other players' retainers, I should say. But we'll talk about retainers, no doubt, in the future. And we're actually heading up to the Lancers Guild anyway. So the Lancers Guild and the ferry is also up here. What quest do you have? Level 3. Quarrels with Squirrels. This Lancer wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with a squirrel problem. And we can choose from leather krakows, which are used by a discipline or war, or leather sandals, which are used by all classes. Of course, these give intelligence and mind bonuses, so we'll be taking those as well. In addition, some more elegant tin pieces. Half a dozen squirrels. Okay. That's another. We need to head into the central shroud once again. So we have squirrels and fungars to play with. Okay, we'll head along and around this way, which will lead us back towards the Conjurer's Guild, make our introduction. And we can now start to learn more of the arts of Conjury. We have the Azema Rose to hand over to Waldo here. Hey! We are now level 3. We unlocked an achievement. Storyteller. We gain achievements by reaching certain milestones during our adventures. Happy days. Okay, first things first. Are you the last Aethernet shard? You are the last Aethernet shard. Because we've attuned ourselves to all of them, we have now access to the Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and the Airship Landing. The Blue Badger Gate is leads us to the Central Shroud. The Yellow Serpent Gate would take us to the North Shroud. Actually, we're right next to the Yellow Serpent Gate. And the Blue Badger Gate is actually where we arrived. Okay. Down and into the Conjurer's Guild. We have this initiate here. We can use, oh yes, some quests make you use key items on objects. So we need to refill the sensors here. You get to choose between potions, restore health, and ether, which restores MP. Now, normally I've always taken potions, but since we're going to be focusing on disciplines of magic, maybe I should focus on ether instead, since we can't heal ourselves with spells. The downside, of course, is most of our spells have a cast time. We'll take some ether, though. Or maybe it's aether. Forgot which... No, it is ether, because aether is a different thing altogether. What we'll do is we'll just stick them over here. Oh, you have a new quest for us. Level 3. Essential Oil. Brea is busy with preparations for the coming ceremony and needs an adventurer to bring her scarlet oil. It can be harvested from ladybugs. Are the ladybugs also found in the Central Shroud? Yes, they are. Handy. Okay. Finally make our introduction to the Conjurer's Guild, which is the whole reason we came to Gridania in the first place, to improve in the art. Interesting. Didn't know about much of the history of the 12's Wood and how it took them, what, 5 decades to properly learn how to commune with the elementals here. And in the meanwhile, they were forced to live underground. Either way, we are definitely wishing to join the Conjurers Guild. Hello there, Maggie Vermin. I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you're doing likewise. The Way of the Conjurer. The receptionist wishes you to affirm your desire to join the Conjurers Guild, and will actually gain some raisins when we complete this quest, which is a meal which lasts half an hour, each one you eat, increasing spell speed, vitality, and direct hit rate. Okay. Introduce ourselves to the Conjurer's Guild Master, Isumi Yan. He is one of the Elemental's heroes. Will we heed the will of the Elementals and the 12's Wood alike? Do you vow to embrace nature? Sure. Beyond the city gates, squirrels, ladybugs, and fungars. We need to slay 3 of each. So conjurers primarily support themselves and others, but using the elements of earth, wind, and water, they can also wreak havoc. I approve of this. Okay, we need to get ourselves out into the central shroud now. Should we introduce ourselves? Sorry, we should probably go speak to Mother Maroon. Sorry, is it Mio-Un once again? Let her know that we've completed all of her tasks. Then we can head into the central shroud and actually get some combat. It's only been, what, maybe an hour? A little bit of a delay at the moment, must be busy. Okay. She does have a new quest for us, but we need to be level 4 to accept it. Okay. Oh, hello. New quest has opened itself up. Hello. A hard nut to crack. Tatasosa needs someone to return an iron snaffle he accidentally took from the Tree-Speak stables. We can choose a hempen tabard or a hempen half-robe, which are wearable at level 5 once again. Okay. So he wants us to meet someone at the entrance of the Yellow Serpent Gate, which is fine. Ah, the Tree-Speak stables are to the west. Well, we don't plan to be going to North Shroud just this moment. There's a lot of regions of the Black Shroud that are kind of split in terms of difficulty. The Central Shroud is no different. There will be enemies like level 2, maybe to level, say, 15. But then, of course, there'll be enemies that are level 30 plus. So you gotta keep an eye out and be aware of the level of the enemies we'll encounter. So, getting into battle. Right click on a target to switch to active mode and ready your auto attack. Approach and face your target to start battle. Of course, we're not going to be melee attacking the enemies. Hopefully, we'll be making use of our spells. We have a range of 25 yards. Of course, we're probably going to do a bit of kiting, no doubt, because we're going to be a little bit squishy. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience and items that are dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution. And as we gain experience with items that are equipped to us, they will become bound and can no longer be traded or put on sale at the marketplace. Squirrels are still our target. We killed the 3, but we still need to kill 3 more for the member of the Lancers Guild. Oh. Oh. Cheers. That's all the squirrels dealt with. Level 12 tree and sapling. Yeah, let's not try to provoke that just yet. While out of combat, any damage to our health or MP recovers relatively quickly. They do recover in combat as well, but at a much slower pace. Let's get the Fungars down this way. It's the downside with a lot of mages. You gotta be staying still to cast a lot of your abilities. I think even the archer has a little bit of an advantage that way, especially early on because they can kite. But there's all the ladybugs dealt with. We need 5 more Fungars. Beat him over the head with Arcane here. There we are. Hey, we learn a new skill, Aero. Deals a small amount of damage instantly, but then also deals damage over time for 18 seconds. Ooh. We've been picking up various drops on the enemies, like animal skins and shriek shrooms, but we've actually picked up our first high quality version. So it's a very small amount of damage right now, but it is damage nonetheless. Oh, that was our last Fungar. Happy days. Now, you can see on the map here, just one thing to point out. You have various things called fates. We'll probably get told about them, no doubt. But they come at different levels. It's level 31. Fate over here. They have various like mini quests. They are timed. And they have a progress bar, of course. And you can participate, and depending on your efforts in that participation, you will get a reward. It's split into 3 tiers, bronze, silver and gold, and of course you will get rewards from dealing with the situation. Some of them are gathering quests, some of them are killing a certain amount of enemies, and like this one is a boss fate identified by its symbol. Obviously we'll be looking at fates no doubt in the near future. And it is a level 7 quest here at the Bannock. But we won't be going there just yet. Let's use the return spell. We have a few quests to hand over. as well use the Ethernet. And we'll take the hempen hat for now. Oh, I forgot. You get to choose one of 3, don't you? We'll take the hat. Most definitely. I forgot, you actually have to make a choice. You don't get all of them. Head over to the Lancers Guild. That's a bit ominous, isn't it? Apparently adventurers who don't are unable to perform the simple tasks are told to leave the city, and then he kind of trails off. Okay, we need to get ourselves down to the Conjurer's Guild. Here's the Scarlet Isle, taken from the Ladybugs. And we'll take the Lever Light Mitts. Reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Okay. Once we hit level 5, return to our guild master. And he will teach us more on the art of conjuring. He's given us a hunting log. Obviously, if we defeat 3 little ladybugs, we will be rewarded with 75 experience, and the same with all these creatures. And once we've completed and defeated all 30 of the enemies at rank 1, we'll gain a bonus of this much experience. Obviously, we know where the little ladybugs are, the ground squirrels, the fungars, the mitlings, the rest. Okay, I know where quite a few of these are. We'll be encountering them on our travels. I was hoping we'd reach level 5 so we could just grab the quests straight away, but apparently that isn't so. Tell you what, we'll get ourselves back to the canopy once again, and then we'll take a break. As I say, we've only had a little bit of combat in this first video, in this first stream. But that's because there's a lot to understand. There's a lot of talking, a lot of interaction. And we will have to spend more time getting to know the citizens of Gridania. and seeing if we can lend our assistance, no doubt, next time. Here's another quest we can pick up. Derision of Labour. As I say, more quests will pop up as we continue and progress through the main storyline. I don't think this became available until we hit level 4. It wasn't here when we were level 3. But yeah, we'll take a break here, we'll have a park, we'll gather some rested experience, because why the hell not? And when we come back next time, let's all direct ourselves. We will speak to Mother Mia-Un once again, and see if she can help us on our path to become a better adventurer. And then I guess we're heading over to the North Shroud, heading over to the Treespeak Stables, and we'll see how we can help the citizens there as well. But this has been AnthWolf. I hope you'll all enjoy the journey with me once again here in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. I say, it's going to be a long journey, it's going to be very slow at times, but I'm hoping I do get some viewer interaction here on Twitch, which is why I'm doing it here, rather than just playing it for myself and uploading the content over to YouTube. And yeah, feel free if you have any questions, or if you're watching this later on YouTube and want to ask me anything there, I will certainly try and respond. But as I say, hope you'll all enjoy the journey, and in the meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no. Bye-bye now.